Did you know that the way you walk might reveal how long you're going to live? Recently, longevity doctors have revealed that subtle changes in your walking patterns can reflect underlying health and your overall lifespan. A lot of people think aging is just a slow decline we have no control over. But here's the truth. Your body is constantly talking to you through your movement. The way you walk is a window into your internal health, your brain function, music, and your longevity. In this video, we're going to talk about 6 signs in your walking position that can tell you how long you might live. These aren't just random observations. They're patterns scientists have studied in people who live well into their 90s. By the time this video ends, you'll understand what your posture and stride are saying about your music future, and more importantly, what you can do to stay strong and independent. Stick around until the end, because some of these signs are so subtle you might not even realize you're doing them. Yet they carry a huge impact on your life expectancy. Once you recognize these signs, you'll have a clear idea of where you stand and what changes you may need to make to music add years to your life. Now, let's get started. Number 1, head and neck alignment. One of the most immediate signs of how well you're aging is the position of your head and neck while you move. Many seniors find themselves looking down at the ground music or letting their chin drift forward as they walk. This is often not a sign of bad character or laziness. It's actually a natural response to a changing sense of balance. As we get older, our vision and inner ear signals can become less sharp, and the brain subconsciously tells us to look at our feet so we don't trip. However, this forward lean puts huge pressure on your spine and limits your lung capacity. Think about 2 men, James and Robert, both 72. James walks with his head held high, looking about 20 feet ahead. His posture is open, so he can breathe deeply and stay aware of his surroundings. Robert, on the other hand, has developed a habit of staring at his shoes. His shoulders are rounded, and his neck is strained. While James looks confident and stable, Robert's position suggests his body is struggling to keep its center of gravity. This downward music gaze is more than just a habit. It can signal a decline in the neurological pathways that control coordination. The good news music is you can retrain your body by consciously lifting your gaze and imagining a string pulling the top of your head toward the sky. You can improve your oxygen intake and lower your risk of spinal issues. It's your body's way of asking for a better view of the path ahead. When you walk with an upright head, you're telling your nervous system you're safe and in control. This simple shift in your walking position, music, can greatly influence your overall resilience and how long you stay active. So pay attention to where your eyes are looking today. It might just be the most important adjustment you make for your longevity. Number 2, the rhythm of your arm swing. How your arms move while you walk is a powerful indicator of your brain's health and your body's internal coordination. When you walk, your arms should naturally swing opposite your legs, a movement that helps maintain balance and cuts down the energy needed to move forward. However, many older adults notice one or both of their arms stay stiff at their sides as they walk. This loss of natural rhythm is often a sign the brain is prioritizing stability over efficiency. It's important to remember that if you've noticed this change, it's not your fault. It's simply a signal from your nervous system. Consider 2 women, Dorothy and Linda, both 68. Dorothy walks with a fluid, easy arm swing. This motion suggests her brain is communicating well with her muscles, and that her core is flexible. Linda, however, walks with her arms held tight against her body. She looks like she's carrying invisible weights, and her movements are rigid. While Dorothy's gait lets her walk longer distances without getting tired, Linda's stiff posture makes her use more energy and puts extra stress on her joints. Research has shown that a reduced arm swing can be an early sign of changes in the brain's motor centers, sometimes appearing years before other symptoms. But the good news is you can practice this movement by making a conscious effort to let your arms swing gently as you walk. You're encouraging your brain to keep up its coordination and flexibility. It's like giving your nervous system a little tune-up every time you go for a stroll. Think of a natural arm swing as a sign of a youthful, resilient mind. The more you encourage this fluid motion, the better your body can handle daily life. If you notice yourself becoming more rigid, don't be discouraged. Instead, see it as a chance to focus on your core strength and relaxation. Walking is a full body experience, and when your arms are free to move, your whole body benefits from better circulation and balance. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us keep creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move on. Number 3, the height of your feet. After 70, how your feet leave the ground becomes a critical measure of your physical reserve. You may have noticed some people seem to glide across the floor, while others develop a subtle shuffle where their feet barely clear the surface. This shuffling gait is often caused by a loss of strength in the hip flexors and calves, but it's also a psychological response to a fear of falling. If you find yourself shuffling, please know this is your body's way of trying to protect you by staying as close to the ground as possible. It's a natural defense mechanism, not a failure. However, this protective habit can actually raise the risk of trips and falls because your feet are more likely to catch on a rug or a small crack in the pavement. Imagine 2 men, George and Richard, both 80. George makes a deliberate effort to lift his knees slightly and land on his heels with every step. You can hear a clear, rhythmic sound as he walks. Richard, on the other hand, slides his feet along the floor. His steps are quiet but hesitant, and he often catches his toe on small obstacles. While George's walking style keeps his muscles engaged and his bones strong, Richard's shuffle leads to more muscle-wasting music and a drop in bone density. This sign is one of the strongest predictors of long-term independence because lifting your feet requires a certain level of cardiovascular health and muscular power. The wonderful part is you can improve your foot height with simple exercises. Practicing marching in place or doing gentle leg lifts while sitting can rebuild the strength you need to clear the ground safely. When you lift your feet, you're signaling to your body that you're strong and capable. It's a physical declaration that you intend to stay mobile and engage with the world. By focusing on the quality of each step, you're not just preventing falls, you're actively building the foundation for a longer, more vibrant life. So take a moment to listen to your steps. Are they clear and distinct, or soft and dragging? Your feet are your connection to the earth, and how you move them tells a deep story about your physical health and your confidence. Number 4, the length of your stride. The distance you cover with each step, your stride length, is a direct reflection of your vitality, and your body's metabolic efficiency. As people age, their steps often become shorter and more frequent. This change is frequently a sign that the body is trying to save energy or that the joints have become less flexible. If you've noticed your steps getting smaller, don't blame yourself. This is often a result of the body's natural desire to stay within a safe, balanced zone. However, a consistently short stride can lead to a cycle of less activity and reduced heart health. Consider 2 women, Patricia and Barbara, both 75. Patricia takes long, confident strides that use the full range of motion in her hips and knees. This lets her keep a brisk pace and keeps her heart rate at a healthy level. Barbara takes small, quick steps that look more like a trot. Even though she's moving her legs often, she isn't covering much ground, and she gets winded much faster than Patricia. This shortened stride is often linked to a decline in muscle mass, especially in the legs and glutes, the engines of music, our movement. But here's the positive side. Stride length is something you can expand. By focusing on pushing off with your toes and extending your leg behind you, you can naturally increase the distance of each step. This simple change improves your circulation and strengthens the muscles that support your independence. Think of a long stride as a sign of a body full of life, music, and energy. It shows you're not afraid to take up space and that you have the power to move through the world with ease. Every time you take a full, purposeful step, you're giving your heart and muscles a reason to stay music strong. It's an investment in your future self. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Music, your support helps us keep creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move on. Asterisk number 5, the stability of your torso. Asterisk, when you walk, your upper body should stay relatively stable and quiet while your legs and arms do the work. Music, however, a sign that often appears in the years before a health decline, is excessive swaying or rocking of the torso. That side-to-side movement is sometimes called a waddle, and it usually happens because the muscles around the hips and core have become too weak to hold the pelvis steady. If you feel yourself swaying more than you used to, understand that your body is simply trying to find a new way to stay upright. It's a sign of your body's incredible ability to adapt, even when it's struggling. Think about 2 men, Kenneth and Stephen, both 82. Kenneth walks with a very steady torso, his shoulders stay level music, and his weight shifts smoothly from one foot to the other. Stephen, however, rocks his whole upper body with every step, using his torso to help swing his legs forward. While Kenneth's stability suggests a strong core and healthy joints, Stephen's swaying puts a lot of stress on his lower back and shows his balance is becoming fragile. This lack of stability is often a warning sign that the body's internal sensors aren't working as well as they once did. But the good news is stability can be reclaimed. Simple core strengthening exercises, music like tightening your abdominal muscles while you walk or practicing standing on one leg while holding a chair, can make a huge difference. When your torso is stable, your movement becomes more efficient, and you save energy for the things you love. Music, a steady walk, is a sign of a resilient, well-balanced system. It shows your foundation is solid music and that you're prepared for the years ahead. By paying attention to how much your body sways, you can catch these changes early and take steps to reinforce your core strength. This isn't about perfection. It's about giving your body the support it needs to stay upright and confident for as long as possible. Asterisk number 6, the sound and impact of your footfall. Asterisk, music, how your foot hits the ground, is a subtle but profound indicator of your bone health and sensory awareness. A healthy walk involves a soft but firm landing on the heel, followed by a smooth roll through to the toes. However, many older adults start landing with a flat foot or even a heavy slap, which sends a jarring shock through the ankles, knees, and hips. If you've noticed your steps have become louder or more impactful, it's often because the nerves in your feet aren't sending clear signals to your brain about where the ground is. This is a common part of aging, and it's your body's way of asking for more attention to your sensory health. Consider 2 women, Margaret and Susan, both 74. Margaret's music steps are nearly silent as she moves across a hard floor. She has excellent muscle control, and her joints absorb the impact of each step naturally. Music Susan, however, makes a distinct slapping sound with her feet. Her walk is heavy, music, and you can see the vibration travel up her legs. While Margaret's graceful footfall protects her joints and suggests high coordination, Susan's heavy impact raises her risk of joint pain and hints at a decline in her proprioception. The body's ability to sense its position music in space. The good news is you can improve your footfall by going barefoot on safe surfaces or wearing shoes that let you feel the ground more clearly. Practicing slow, deliberate steps where you focus on rolling from heel to toe can help rebuild those neural connections. A soft footfall is a sign of a body in harmony with its environment. It shows your nervous system is sharp and your joints are well protected. Music, by focusing on the sound of your walk, you can learn to move with more grace and less pain, essential for a long, active life. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us keep creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move on. Final thoughts. Now that we've explored these 6 signs in your walking position, I want you to take a deep breath and reflect on your own movement. Maybe you realize you've been looking at the ground more often. Or perhaps you notice your arm swing isn't as fluid as it used to be. Please remember, these signs are not a reason for fear or self-criticism. Instead, think of them as gentle messages from your body, asking for a little more care and attention. Your body is a magnificent system that has carried you through decades of life, and it's still working hard to keep you moving every single day. The changes we discussed aren't just signs of aging, they're opportunities for growth. The most wonderful part of being human is our ability to adapt and improve at any age. Whether you're 60 or 85, your muscles and your brain can still learn and get stronger. By making small, conscious changes to your posture, your stride, and your rhythm, you're taking control of your future. You're choosing to invest in your independence, music, and your longevity. Longevity isn't just a number on a calendar. It's the quality of the moments you spend walking in the park, playing with your grandchildren, music, and exploring the world around you. When you improve your walk, you improve your life. I encourage you to start today. Go for a short walk and focus on just one of these signs. Lift your head. Let your arms swing, or try to clear the ground more cleanly with your feet. These small victories add up to a much bigger story of health and resilience. You have so much wisdom and experience within you, and your body is the vessel that lets you share that wisdom with the world. Take care of it, listen to it, and move with the confidence of someone who knows their journey is far from over. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts matter to us, so please don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.